Wait. Mom had her credit cards in the photo. You can't use that.
Go.
No.
The environment needs your help. 800,000 liters of oil is spilling a day. Historically, oil consumption has been increasing, and we consume oil without much thought of its effects, and even less on reducing these. While the world has relied heavily on oil as a natural resource, there are better ways to conserve the environment. Today, I will be talking about some severe effects from oil drilling. Firstly, some harmful effects of drilling. Secondly, alternatives that may reduce the effects of drilling. And lastly, benefits. Here's a statistic that shown by the Energy Collective that shows over time consumption and profit of oil in millions of barrels per day and how it's increasing. Harmful effects of drilling. Firstly, oil spills, destroying habitats, pollution in the water, pollution in air, and death of animals. Animals and plants get hurt from oil because compounds within oil are toxic and cancerous. In addition, plants absorb oil, so if the oil washes into a habitat, the area is unsuitable for wildlife habitat. Here's a pelican that's been affected by the Mexican Gulf of Mexico oil spill. Lost habitats. We lose national parks to oil rigs, or we're losing Native American reservations and disrupted community property. The government wants to use national parks and Native American reservations for their oil resources. Current regulations prevent this, but the government is manipulating the system to surpass these regulations. Health issues arise. There's respiratory problems. In addition, drinking water is poisonous. Burning oil releases harmful gases that are unhealthy to humans and can lead to respiratory problems, such as asthma, cardiovascular disease, and cancer. Natural disasters. Fracking causes earthquakes, and it also worsens droughts from water use and fracking in water deficient areas. Toxic wastewater products from fracking leaks into the community drinking water, and that is not drinkable. Alternatives. New age alternatives can help recycle, especially petroleum products and plastics, such as plastic baggies, saran wrap, plastic straws, and other synthetic materials. Reduce. Do not use single-use plastics. Use less energy, and by this I mean turn lights off when they're not being used, unplug the electronics, use energy-efficient appliances. Fluorescent lights are better for the environment, so use those if you have. And use more energy-efficient windows to keep insulation in, so you don't have to regulate the heat temperature too much and use an excess amount of energy. And reduce car pollution. Try to use an environmentally friendly car. Take the bus, and if possible, carpool. Say no to plastic. Reuse. Bring your own bag. So if you're going to a Walmart, instead of using their single-use bags that rip, take a reusable bag. And plastic coffee cups. If you go to Starbucks, don't just get a single-use cup, but bring your own Starbucks coffee cup. Oh, and here's a cool picture of an Earthship. An Earthship is a house that is, capture me as well. An Earthship is a reused material home, which is very efficient for the environment. In this picture, there are countless tires used, and all made of plastic and rubber material. So it's very, very good for reducing the amount of oil used in plastics. Benefits. Our environment will live. Our world will live, and our future children will live. So, a little picture of Earth to show how it's not just supposed to be oily, and there's life. There's life. And lastly, I'd like to end with an inspirational quote. The environment is where we all meet, where all have a mutual interest. It is the one thing all of us share, by Lady Bird Johnson. Today we have seen the negative effects of drilling oil, the alternatives to reduce this worldwide problem, and some benefits of making these changes. Through the community's actions and voice, there can be a change from our homes to the government, then to the nation, and spreading to the world. With one person trying to make a difference, the whole world can use a little less oil and be a little more clean. Thank you.